Good morning, everybody. Hey, what's up? Last stream of the year and all that. I know I haven't streamed much recently, but you know, been busy and stuff. Good morning. Now, I can't keep track. This is Liquid Egg product, right? Or is this... No, this is tandoori. Coffee Fairy? Improving. This is no tournament. Tandoori? Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, so he's currently scheduled to come home on the 2nd. My mom and I are hoping that we can push that back at least a little bit so he has a few more reps of, like, daily physical therapy, but no, he was able to walk, like, 150 feet or something yesterday. So that's, like, it was a big improvement. Anyway, Keaton's here for Ovenka to the south. Mare, I guess that's oh, no. Yeah, Keaton's. Pocket Chinese. Burmese Pocket. And Dravidion flank. And then why don't you say hi, continuing the gift sub? Okay. Kind of weird how it's formatted like that, but thank you. Why don't you say hi? I don't know why a sub message doesn't pop up then. Anyway, Culpit's going to be here in the green as the Italians. Jordan's going to be the purple Aztecs. Viper, the yellow Vikings. And red Khmer for Coma Luxon. You bought soju? Oh no. You're doomed. Lots of Burger King. You know, to be fair, I've had Burger King in Korea, but I've never had Burger King and soju. And hello, YouTube people as well. Hi. Again, I'm sorry I haven't been streaming much. Obviously, been dealing with my dad and all that. Also been working hard on State of the Civs. And State of the Civs is going to be... It's on schedule to come out tomorrow. I just need to do a little bit more editing. I've gotten all, like, the hard part of the editing done, which is basically just setting everything up and then it just plug it and play for all of the clips I make. Now we got the rocket cart Civs here. Now, I am definitely curious as to how good of a pocket Chinese are now, because they used to be like super, super bad, right? Because they just died of siege. But now that you have really good rocket carts in late game, I wonder if they're not any better. Like, they might be, you know, Siege Onager Civ adjacent. And you, of course, have Fire Lancers as well as Halbs or Chukonu and Bombard Towers. Okay. So it feels like you're not top tier, but considering how bad they were before, I feel like there has to be some notable improvement. Anyway, this team seems to be getting wrecked or renoed. This push doesn't seem to be doing a whole lot. Unless Culpit's up in a moment, which he is not. Scorpions are great. What is SWSO? I mean, I get the bombard cannon thing. Yeah, remember, Chinese get heavy rocket cart with their Yeah, Rocketry basically makes it, like, almost as good as a Siege Onager. You get a 25% damage increase on every projectile. And again, you have the Fire Lancers, Bombard Towers, Chukonu, Deeps if you want to use those, Albs, Siege Rams. Again, I don't think Chinese are a top-tier pocket by any means, but, like, again, your eco is so good that it feels like so long as your late game isn't, like, literally a disaster, it's at least workable. Like, would you rather have Chinese as a pocket or Aztecs? Didn't bother. Not on Black Forest, no. I mean, on open maps, it definitely bothers Chinese. Look at this Viper's wall of castles here. Even Ovenka's on his way up. Yeah, this is probably pretty ogre. I mean, Vikings plus Aztec pocket combo is pretty brutal. Why is he going after the Trebs? Wait, how on earth is Viper making this work? Yeah, these castles didn't even take that much damage. Okay, that was kind of a huge fail. What the heck? Now Viper's got the Zerks coming. Understand the game of Vikings? What do you mean? Vikings still do what they always do, which is just have a better eco. I mean, you lost so many castles as blue. You can't really go for chucks easily. You only have one castle left. Gordon's trying to get to Onagers. You got some Dravidian Elephant Archers coming in, though. Will you die? Basically. Berserks are certainly good, though. Not too sold on Steppe Lancers. I'm definitely not sold on Fire Lancers against Berserks. Then, like, what do you do, those Ketons? Diao Dao? Don't have the castles, though. Hello! There's Elite coming in. This side still have a stalemate. I'm gonna put them in A tier. Well, the tiers don't really work like that. It's not like S through D tier list. To buff loot? I'm basically gonna do everything. My goal in the new year is to become a god. Like, I want to transcend the realm of, you know, human mortality and become the greatest being in the universe. I did introduce the power crept tier. Nah, I mean, as far as New Year's resolutions going, like, my goal this year is just to get myself launched. You know, get a job, move out, maybe get a girl. The State of the Union? It is in January, which is why I called it State of the Civs. Although the State of the Union's in, like, later January, but State of the Civs will still be going on. This is a 5-week operation. Launching a couple feet. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, it looks like this is good enough. Yeah, you're not stopping this elephant archer blob. I'm gonna go with a big no on that one. Not even Aztec longswordsmen can deal with elephant archers. Yeah, all the Burmese player needs to do is bring forth the bombard cannon. With said girl? Well, I did just get a girl's number today. Cute girl, too. It was really smart. And super nice. Ornlu has what the kids call the Riz. You know me. Dating game. Well, you know, it's all very, very low expectations. All right, I'm gonna get some coffee, guys. And then Full Metal Zim gifting the sub to Simprongnicus. Thank you so much, Full Metal Zim. I appreciate it. Welcome to the Wolf Pack and all that, Simpronicus. All right, come on, Viper. You in the lobby? What you doing, homie? Hit the button. Hit the button. Anyway, I wanted to make sure that I could do at least one more stream. Think of the KHTD final? I didn't watch it, honestly. Tell them to hurry up. I'm impatient! Alright, now we gotta open Hinge. Oh, you think he's done for the day? That's the Watchdog out versus E40. I suppose. All right, guys. Another game, another day. Again, we're just chilling here on New Year's. Won't stream for that long. I still have stuff I need to do. Still need to finish State of the Civs. Part 1. Oh, jeez. It's so much effort, and then it's like, oh, phew, finally. Almost done with State of the Civs. Oh, wait a minute. I still have 4 more parts to do. Anyway, Dugout's going to bleed the blue Ketons and Z40 the red poles. Z40 needs to find a way to not die early on. Got a couple of scooter bugs, got domestication in. No farm upgrade yet, although I guess there aren't any farms at all. That is a moot point. Yeah, it's just a ladder game. Yes, hello, YouTube people. I can see the YouTube comments, but the issue is that sometimes it just like won't update, and then like I'll get a bunch of comments all at once. Stop adding civs. Unless you don't want the game to get any more support, I'm afraid civs must continue. Got 16, well, I guess 21 on food. Oh, I still have the forage bushes. These forage bushes are lasting a while. Do I have a favorite player for the year? Anyway, forging is pretty good. Double forging is even gooder. Is there any player that like really jumped out this year? I feel like there was somebody, but I can't think of them off the top of my head. Who are the breakout players this year? Yeah, no, Gabby's been around forever. I mean, she's been streaming longer than I have, I think, and I've been streaming for 8 years. Actually, hold on, wait a minute. Is it about to be... No, it's about to be 8 years. That's right. Folder? It's always Folder. Always in for 3,000 damage taken by that house, by the way. Niaz, maybe? I don't recall seeing Niaz perform much before this year. Nice to see me this year, Ramful. I mean, I have streamed more than once this year. On his road to 18? Oh, geez, is he fallen? Oh, no. Guys, we could Q snipe John Slow! I'm like 1800 right now myself, though. Oh, thanks to the raid, Viper. Strong players from college ice hockey compete in European... What? Yeah, hello, everybody. Last stream of the year and all that. I don't know. I did see the last game, yeah. Happy New Year's, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. We're just hanging around. Chilling, casting some games. The family war? Oh, yeah. Happy New Year from China. Happy New Year. It is still 10:37 a.m. for me. we're some of the later people to get the new year. But yeah, I guess over there in the Western Pacific, it's already 2026. Netherlands? Ah, but it's not the new year yet, Messenger. You guys are only +7 ahead of me. I'm waiting for, what? 4 p.m.? No, 5 p.m. to wish my European friends Happy New Year. And the girl I'm talking to is currently on vacation in Austria. So gonna get it to wish her a Happy New Year as well. Nice snag there. First villager kill of the game and all that. Remember, guys, Ketons, fair and balanced Civ. You just plop down the pastures, and they are both more space efficient and easier to protect than poles in their farms. Whereas the poles in their farms are like way off in Narnia, and you also don't even get an eco advantage with them. On vacation in Austria, this girl I'm talking to. Nevertheless, both players on 3 TCs. Eco upgrade still a little bit better for Dogao. And of course, we're going Cav Archers because that's all you're allowed to do. Cav Archers and Skirmishers. I don't know in what world Pole Cav Archers are going to be better than Keton Cav Archers. But yeah, I think Gabby did get some new eyeballs through TTL. But that's like one of the advantages of a platform like TTL is that T90 can use his platform to showcase many different players who don't normally get much attention. It is one of the reasons why I like TTL so much. Also, what is this universe? You're just blocking off your own stone, man? Then ladder? I mean, it's fine. I mean, it's kind of Arabia-ish. And a Keton? Yeah. Ketons are a silly Civ. Not, like, necessarily from a design perspective, and I guess since, you know, we're gonna have a lot more people in now. State of the Civs, my yearly Civ review series. First part will be out tomorrow. Been working hard on that, and we'll be continuing to work hard on that throughout January. But yeah, I didn't get to any of the new Civs in it. I just did the first 10 Civs alphabetically. So, Armenians through Byzantines. Keeps lagging? Well, we should try to stop lagging. That Arabia is the best map? Well, it's more like people realize that land maps are the best type of AoE2 maps, and that tournaments way overfeature hybrid maps, which generally give far inferior games on average. I would posit that most land map tournaments are seen very favorably. Alright, Thumbring coming in, leather archer armor as well, so these bad boys are about to be fully upgraded as far as Ketons can get them. And there should be no way Poles can compete with this. I mean, Poles do have fully upgraded Castle Age Cav Archers, but obviously, like, the Keton Cav Archers are going to be better, and you're using it from a better eco. How am I going to fix stand ground petrol? Well, I think that oil prices are really not my area of expertise, but, you know, it is basically an oligopoly between, you know, the various OPEC countries. So it's really going to be difficult to apply pressure to them because between Saudi Arabia and Russia, Iran, like, these are all very geostrategically important countries. Benteng, Treasure Beach, and the Gomet, yeah, those are all good maps. Yeah, I saw T90's video on it, and obviously I don't like it. I wish I could take credit for that. No, that was I think John Slow or somebody on John Slow's stream. It was Morg, yeah. Public affairs expert? I'm not really an anything expert at the moment. It was Morg, yeah. But as far as the stand patrol thing goes, I don't know. It's like, do you want better pathfinding? Because this is what happens with better pathfinding, is that units stack up on top of each other more. Anyway, this is a nice angle to take as Z40, but the issue is he's not skedaddling here when the skedaddling is good, and now he's going to get stuck and he's going to... Oh, just don't go backward, don't go... There you go. This is why you got to skedaddle when the skedaddling is good. An orange flag, however, that she doesn't get your obsession for the game? I doubt it. I mean, the thing is, like, I'm probably not technically a clown, but I'm about as clown adjacent as it gets. Wait, Harris said small casters aren't grinding 8-hour days, so they aren't grinding viewers, or they aren't gaining viewers? That is a hilarious take. I mean, not that I'm going to be grinding anyway, but I mean, I did do that for years. Reading that? YouTube. I have both chats open. Yeah, you know, that castle, I think we can call it pretty doubtful. It just works. I mean, not all of us can have the way with words like we do, Morg does. Ratioed Red Bull? I mean, it kind of depends, I guess. I've done LAN events, right? I have casted in front of, you know, tens of thousands of people. I think that most people know me in the AoE community who are hardcore AoE community people. I get recognized all the time, but I still don't consider myself like a big caster. Was meeting Rob? I did meet Rob. He is like a big old teddy bear. He's actually very nice in person. In front of 10 people? You bet. Okay, that's pretty generous, though, 10 people at Grand Melee. From complete failure. Well, I did what I can, and I will likely cast Red Bull. I mean, like, again, I was never in any official capacity at Red Bull. I just happened to be streaming it. It's just all the other casters were like, you know, there. And I will likely cover it as well, but not like, oh, I am the official capacity, whatever. But yeah, for the new year, my goal is to get myself launched. I would like to get my career going. I'd like to move out of my parents' house, all that stuff. I'm not. I'm definitely not. Anyway, yeah, really, it was just a matter of Z40 falling way too far behind. Obviously, like, the Doubt Castle was the nail in the coffin, but he wasn't really getting anywhere in terms of, he wasn't really growing his army in any meaningful capacity. are less likely in the middle of London than the castle somewhere near Cordoba. Yeah, I have a very strong feeling that my backup casting services, such as they are, will not be needed. Again, guys, we're just kind of casting. I mean, very nominally casting. Just hanging out here. At the end of the year. All right, we'll do Mono Z40. Case of Red Bull? No. I did get a case of Red Bull for something I did. I think I did admin work for them in the past. I did something. Hera versus Yo, best of 7. I am not the master of just getting people to play random best of 7s. A nice cold Diet Dr. Pepper. It is my preferred soft drink. Anyway, Z40 here in the red as the Mayans over here to the west and to the southeast in the blue as the Magyars. Don't let the name fool you. It is not Leandro. It is Manaz. Oh, I had it left up. Yeah, that's right. Listen, man, what kind of quality do you expect around here? Do you think I'm out here updating my overlay when I don't have a tournament to cast? I'm sorry to disappoint everybody. Infraction will be reported? Oh, no. Oh, no. What have I done? But yeah, no, it's funny because, like, my immediate New Year's resolution is just work on State of the Civs. Rabbits ever? They're also gigantic, man. Look how huge they are. Like, okay, let's say this villager's like, 5'3". These rabbits are like 3 feet tall. Or hares. I know hares are larger than rabbits, but still. Anyway, I think I put both these Civs in A tier for my Arabia tier list. But Mayan's like high A tier, Magyar's like mid A tier, something like that. They're both very good. You were French restaurant? I don't remember that episode, but I haven't seen Malcolm in the Middle in ages. Anyway, 4 on wood actually here. So yeah, early barracks coming in. Now here's a question for you guys. So KOTD was a 3-ville start. Did you guys feel it was too slow to have a 3-ville start? Because again, like, I am always of the opinion that 9-ville starts aren't actually necessary. And that it's the job of the caster to make things compelling. And that if a map is feeling really slow and, like, there isn't a whole lot happening, it's probably because the players are being really passive as opposed to the game itself is just too slow at the start. Most of the time. Obviously, some maps just are going to be more passive than others. But I feel like it really wasn't an issue in KOTD. Anyway, the Drusharoni is going to be coming in. But it's a nice quick uptime. 19 pop, no loom here for our blue player. Laming was a big thing? Yep. You could certainly say that laming is one of the reasons that Dark Age can be compelling. Z40 is adding in another Vil at the very least. I mean, this is like an old school Drush, sort of. Back in the day, back when Ornlu played unvoobly on user patch 1.3, Drushes came in from Mayans and Aztecs after the mill. Not this crazy pre-mill Drush. I swear, I'm the world's oldest 28-year-old. Actually get streaming 2 to 3 times a year. Go for it. It's fun. Like, I started streaming just because, like, I love talking about AoE 2. I love talking about AoE 2. I love learning about the game. I love teaching the game to people. I love at least trying to attempting to communicate what makes high-level AoE 2 play compelling for me to watch. All the different ways that people can manifest their skill at the game. I just kind of never stopped doing it. Anyway, guys, like, this is old school level up times. Like, once you get to 28 villagers, yeah, you're going fast castle. It's a Drush fast castle in the year of our Lord and Savior 2025/6. It's actually 2026 where Z40 is in Taiwan, I think. What's this game, Rob Chang? Geez, someone mentioned you earlier, and now it's all ogre. Freaking Beetlejuice yourself. 32 pop. The first Drush FC of 2026. Oh boy! Do you feel blessed, guys? Because I know I feel blessed. See that the scout is still here. But note that you see the uptime, right? Monoz knows exactly what's going on, or at least he should. And he is still deciding to continue to make more scouts. Ah, here we are. I was going to say, well, that means you probably need to be going forward. Maybe I should look at the mini-map. Oh, it's the Arabian Wolf! Frickin' Magyars, man. OP. See? As you guys can see, Magyars, they don't technically just one-shot Wolf. It's just Predator Animal is an armor class. For villagers. Oh, okay. I need to see if I can find this, because it's a really weird AoE interaction. I need to just... If there... Is it like a villager? Not a builder, not a farmer or a lumberjack, but like just a villager. You can actually see the bonus damage profile. New DLC? Oh, thanks, Tiadness. Yeah, I mean, I plan on doing all of the usual stuff with the last chieftains, so I'll probably, you know, start with like the tech trio review, showing off the unique units, then I'll do all the testing with each of the individual civs, then obviously play the campaigns. I think that worked out well with Three Kingdoms. People seem to enjoy it. It's a TLC? Yes, it is. It's the learning channel. Alright. Defensive tower incoming. See that Monoz is mining a bit more stone, but the next tower stone isn't quite here just yet. American tech trees. No, they did have peppers in South America. I don't know if they were much of a staple diet, though, for the Tupi or the Mapuche. Anyway, here's the dealio, guys. Because it's Blacksmith Market and he's not mining stone for plumed archers, no idea what Z40 is, like, actually going to do. AoE 3, yep. And then I think they added the Mapuche with, like, the War Chiefs. I don't think they ever added the Muisca. A Skirman Eagle unique tech? I wouldn't be surprised. So we have a couple chicken suit men on the way. I was curious as to what the plan would be here for Z40, but I guess in the short run it's just going to be some Eagle Warriors to get rid of this nonsense. This baloney. Z40 did go Drush FC. You can see he's actually still ahead in resources. That's correct, VJS. The only native Civs you could actually play as in AoE 3 were the Aztecs, the Iroquois, and the Sioux. They were renamed to the Haudenosaunee and the Lakota. And then they added Incas in DE alongside those renames. Although they did not rename the Aztecs to the Mexica, which would be their proper name. Anyway, it's a lot of scooter bugs still. Even with only the forging upgrade, that's still way too many scooter bugs. The Mexicans? Oh, yeah, maybe. Anyway, those quick balls are good. Scale barding armor coming in. I think we're still only on the one stable. That does appear to be the case, yeah. Yeah, there just aren't enough chicken suit men at the moment. That said, those were a couple nice kills. The TC got a few nice arrows in. Oh, got it. Might lose the Veil. I think we've all been here, right? Enemies just running around with a bunch of scouts in our base, and we're just, like, trying to chase them like, you know, the fat kid trying to keep up in the gym class, man. Another Bill kill. Organic Navy 2. We have them. They're called condos. Condo. A body shaming? Yep, that's me. Hey, I said we've all been there. It's to make everybody feel included. So it's less of me body shaming individuals and more like me calling all of you fat. Yeah, there's the forward stable. Auto's certainly making things real messy. That said, the Eagle numbers are climbing. So obviously your goal here on top of just killing your opponent's villagers is just to keep the Eagle numbers as low as possible, and that is... not quite going super well. Still no bloodlines, remember. That's obviously a very big upgrade. Well, he can't really go castle anytime soon. He only has 12 on food. It's really not that impressive. He has way, way, way too many on wood at the moment. Okay, so the Eagle numbers are getting lower again. And the tower's coming right back in. At the market? Well, the issue is that the market's just pure economic building, right? AoE 2 is just not built for, like, a brand new mechanic like that. It would change too much. Although you could hire mercenaries at the market in AoE 2 for the DS. But yes, the Asian civs could get European units at the consulate. They had, like, an additional resource called export. Gift shocks? Yeah, and that's like one of the lamest unique techs. Anyway, there's bloodlines. Not quite able to add in that third barracks. Definitely does hurt. There's a reason that you typically see triple barracks Eagle Warriors. There's the Eagle Warrior upgrade itself. I just don't know if that's worth it. Again, you really need as many bodies on the dance floor here as possible. Yeah, now Z40 is really running out of dudes. For +2 armor, I would think +2 armor would be more of a priority. Again, just because you can continue to produce Eagle Warriors. And car, well, congratulations, Fodler. I hope you enjoy your new car. Did you get my message? Bloodlines. No, he's got bloodlines. Got all the upgrades. Park on its own? Oh, yeah. My friend has a Tesla that parallel parks. But don't worry. We make fun of him still because it's a freaking Tesla. Seven kills to 2 eco deaths. Got more Vills coming over here. Yeah, I will definitely be not to be too kind to humans in State of the Civs next week. Car is safer, yeah, always true.
Shot it.
I mean, we're still at 15 army to 8. Yeah, there is no commercial car that's getting 230 miles per hour. Yeah, wheelbarrow coming in. You still probably have way too many on wood at the moment. No, you can only make 5. So it's not like the Mangu die you get in Attila 1 where you just keep on getting more if they die. Well, I haven't made the segment yet, but I think humans are probably staying in the same spot. Hypercars? Like, you can just drive those on the road? Anyway, looks like the Eagle numbers might slowly be getting to where they need to. At least not in America. There is literally, I think, 0 miles of road that doesn't have a speed limit. Now, there was the 3rd barracks added. Pretty strong. The thing is, they're actually still worse than Magyar heavy cav archers. Yeah, just never quite able to collect himself there. Made it work. All the stables. That was at least pretty entertaining. Stand your ground patrol. I really wasn't paying attention. But then again, I'm usually pretty bad at paying attention to the games I'm casting. Top speed, that's wild. All right, couple minutes. Above the Girls' Generation poster is my Blackpink poster. My Deadline World Tour poster for Chicago. Just last year. Deadline? And that's just the name of their tour. It's still going on. I think they still need to finish the Asian leg of their tour. But it was my first concert I went to. Happy 2026, Emiculado. About kebab? You mean like kebab? So no, they I think made the very wise decision to just sort of take a break from doing the group activities so they could do their own solo stuff. I think it was a really smart decision. Way they didn't get burnt out on each other. How many John Hughes movies? I didn't watch any movies over the holidays.
Ornlu, be honest, how many John Hughes movies did you watch over the
I just
holiday?
watched Stranger Things. Been rewatching the whole series with my mom. Thanks for the 66 months, Giuseppe. So sleepy, get some rest. Midwestern requirement has not been a normal Christmas. Nostalgia? I don't have 80s nostalgia. I just like the show. Anyway, C40 here, the Red Burr Bros to the south. And to the northeast in the blue as the Vikings. It will be the local menace, known as Dennis. There you go. Stranger Things after season 3. Like, people just really love to hate on Stranger Things, I think, because it's so popular. It's like one of those things where it's cool and edgy to hate on the popular thing. I mean, some people don't like it. Like, obviously, you know, that's whatever. I just like it. Hating on Ornlu? I mean, hating on Ornlu, it's like, it's so passé, man. Now, the cool thing to do is to absolutely love Ornlu and to think he's the greatest person ever. Anyway, Vikings versus Berbers feels like a matchup we see a lot.
Yeah, let's do it.
But I don't mind it, because I like both Civs.
Yeah.
I mean, in the maps, it's like, it's Ladder Arabia, man. Not a whole lot to care about as far as that goes. There is a lot to care about with coffee, though, and I'm going to get some coffee, because coffee is very important. Hold on, my friends are texting me. The cat. Oh, jeez. All right. You wanted the charge attack for Berserks? Berserks already have the HP regeneration. That's kind of their gimmick.
Oh, yeah.
So it makes them fancy.
Azul.
Personally, I think that the buff that Samurai needed is that they needed the attack speed of Nobunaga.
Oh,
I think that would have made them very fun and balanced.
win.
Anyway, milling the hares over here. I actually kind of like this. You have forward hares. Your Vikings are fine drushing. B40 is going to be well walled though.
Butter.
Forward hares? I actually have very few hares other than the ones on my head. Yeah, hares and rabbits are different animals. Hares are bigger, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know. Literally, that's the only difference I know about them, or between them.
Azul. Duck.
We have a bunch of rabbits, though, that like feral rabbits that live in the neighborhood. I saw a big one last night when I was taking Dash for a walk in the snow. No, the bunnies! No! No. Frickin' animal cruelty. Really ugly waltz here, but I guess you gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, just a regular old scout opening here from Z40. He has a very, very passive base that he can defend 2 wood lines in the back and the back forage bushes. The gold's going to be a pain in the butt to try and secure, but this is going to be really nice to secure early on. The Vikings before then. I like early Imperial Age for Vikings as well. V40 is from Taiwan. Yeah, he's definitely number 2 behind Sorakuma. Forestry Wheelbarrow is going to be the big one here for Vikings, and it's just going to give them such a huge advantage in this more passive Feudal Age. Like, there is a world where Feudal Age can kind of be bad for Vikings. Like, if you're playing Extended Feudal Age, chances are your opponent will get Wheelbarrow at some point, then not having Bloodlines is such a huge issue. Like, really, the only difference between a Civ that's bad in late Feudal Age and a Civ that's good in late Feudal Age is just having Bloodlines. It's the only tech that there really is any difference of between the civilizations as far as Feudal Age goes. Basically, every other Civ has every Feudal Age unit in tech. And of course, the very best extended Feudal Age Civs are the ones that, 1, have Bloodlines, 2, have a Feudal Age military bonus, or 3, have some sort of persistent, like, long-term eco bonus, like Slav farms or Teuton farms or whatever, which is why we saw a lot of them on Land Madness back in the day. Left tag? Well, he didn't change his name. Also, Dennis lost a Veil to Gaia somewhere along the way. Or not a Veil, a Spearman probably. Noob alert! But you can see here that Z40 is doing just fine. He's going to be picking up Wheelbarrow before Castle Age. Yes, that will give Dennis a bit of a Veil lead. The only Taiwanese in Taiwan. That's funny.
Azul.
All right. Nope. Then it's going to click up a hair faster. Get it? Get it, guys? And I miss Thumb Ring for Vikings. 4:19 Aussie time. There you go. Happy New Year. We're slow pokes here in the Western Hemisphere. Oh, guys, Z40 could go for Genitors. You're the closest player who's better than me. Isn't Bloodless in Minnesota or something? Or Wisconsin or something like that? Thumb brings back. Oh, devs undo changes all the time. I don't think that's an issue. Like the Eagle Warrior change was done back. I mean, we all know Trirem has an ego. But, I mean, not that much of one. 200 kilometers. It's like, what, an 8-hour drive to Minneapolis? Let me check. I don't know where Scotty's from. Oh, it's a 6-hour drive. Yeah, I don't know. Stable column balance genius, exactly. Anyway, just insta 3 TC. And getting Bowsaw and Heavy Pot. I mean, look at this. Look at this boomer, man. Literally one archer. What are you gonna do when the janitors come for you, though? We have a regular streaming schedule? So, I used to, back when I was more hardcore on the streaming grind. But now it's more like I cast tournaments when I can. And then I'm trying to find more regular employment, so I'm also kind of having to balance that out a little bit. But I used to basically stream every day. Probably as recently as like a year ago. Girl to take care of? Not yet. Maybe, hopefully. I'm still gonna go for the 3 TCs, but obviously Dennis is gonna get a huge eco lead, getting the TCs down faster and having those Viking farmers. I'm full-time underemployed, but I've been full-time underemployed for a very long time. The 56th best player? Woo! So freaking good. There's, like, USA has a lot of, like, 2K to 2K2 players. But I don't know most of them. Does Tiwa stay with his parents? I think so. But he's from Jersey. You guys know T West. Frickin' full-on spray tan, wife beater, gold chain. He wears the sunglasses constantly, flick back hair. That's absolutely T West in a nutshell. Talking about myself? No, I'm not from Jersey, man. I'm a down-to-earth Midwesterner. T West is not a trust fund kid. It's funny though because T West did spend some of his collegiate years in the Midwest, and I spent my collegiate years in on the East Coast. All Americans are the same. I mean, there's only what 350 million of us. That's basically all the same. What's my job I'm looking for? I'm basically looking for jobs in the international affairs field. So, something that has the word, some job title that has the word international, analyst, research, organizer. Migrated in 1800? Yes, almost, you know what, 315 million Americans all immigrated exactly in the year 1800. That's exactly how it worked. And I think anyone will recognize me? I really don't care if people recognize me or not. Some people really like to keep their streaming lives and professional lives and personal lives all separate. I really don't care. What was the topic? Somebody asked me what jobs I was looking for. They're all super different. Sure. Sure. Yeah, the international affairs market, though, is super bad right now. Million Americans? Oh. Someone said that 95% of the people migrated in 1800. Oh, it's a berserk! It's only 600 more resources at the moment here for Dennis, but you just know that as soon as all of the villagers are working properly, with his good eco upgrades on top of it, like this is gonna just zoom ahead. I mean, America's has had more or less constant immigration ever since before it was a country. Before getting back, yeah, kinda. Yeah, I really did make the mistake of studying social science. Oh, is he trying to do siege tower nonsense? Local? No, social science. The way I've described my major is it's basically the corrupted love child of poli-sci majors and history majors. Awful science? I mean, that's fair. Yep, red is up to him. And you could argue that Dennis is overbooming. The 4th TC might have been a little bit overkill. Now the Campbell Archer production has started. I love me that Berber castle. Be good at math? I am like the opposite of good at math. T West is the one who's good at math. Oh, what are you doing, homie? Foreign Affairs Ministry? That was my initial plan. We call it the State Department in America, but it is our Foreign Affairs Ministry. Issue: current administration completely gutted it. As in, tons of people got laid off. It's seen as unprestigious and pointless and soft. And not only does that ruin the jobs at the State Department, it also ruins all of those contractor jobs, because all those people who have, you know, government contracts also got those canceled. And so those are the people I was actually the most interested in working for, because I wanted to avoid dealing with politics as much as possible. Anyway, this is getting real weird, guys. How do you join the civil service? Basically, there's an exam, and then you just apply. Like, you pass the exam, and then you just apply, like a regular job. Yeah, they're called the Berserks. Me college, except I am awful at Korean. I am so bad at it. Like, some people just have a talent for languages, and those people will always impress me because I am not one of them. Stuck at community college. Thankfully, those days are done. 45? They say that 15 is the 45 of the teens. Gonna actually make a bit of a champ switch. Did this work? Watch me play a 1v1 tonight? I mean, it's possible. Anything's possible. Other languages? I really have very few talents. What can I say? I played a 1v1 game yesterday. I'd lost the last several 1v1s, so I dipped into 1700, so I'm like, I will not let this stand. So I got myself back up to 1800. It's like, I made 1900, and then I just, like, didn't play for a month and a half, and then I, like, dropped all the way to low 1800s. He's made some dent into the American economy? Yeah, you could say that. Well, I mean, he's, yeah, making the Camel Archer switch. He's got the 2 castles working. He's in Imperial Age. I think C40's doing what he needs to close this one out. Do those grid riddles. Well, we all have to be good at something. Let's go. A mafia organization. Come on. What Italian American, even better, what Sicilian American has a history of crime in Chicago? I can't think of any famous ones. Am I Italian? On my dad's side, yeah. No one was caught on tax evasion in Chicago. Nope. These are Wikipedia categories. Stretch. Yes, that's me. The purple side? I guess that's Twitch's color, right? Purple. Hera versus Yo there because that was the last thing I casted. If it's so offensive, guys, we can take them off. Are you satisfied? Casted since then? I have not. Taking care of a sick father will do that to you. Plus the holidays. No, Viper rated me earlier, which is why We have over 200 people watching. My dad, I mean, it's been a lot of up and down.
Zdasz Bóg.
You know, it's like 2 steps forward, 1.5 steps back. Currently, he's scheduled to come home on the 2nd.
Zdasz Bóg.
He's been in the hospital. Well, he was in the hospital for 2 weeks. Like 2.5 weeks. And then he's been in a rehab facility for the past, like, almost 2 weeks now. But, yeah, he walked, like, 150 feet yesterday or something, which is, like, a huge improvement for him.
Co żadasz?
My mom and I are really nervous about, like, home care, though.
Przyprawiona.
Because, like, he still can't really do anything by himself yet.
Ano.
Zdasz Bóg.
He can't really move anywhere without somebody supporting him.
Ano.
So that's been my December.
Jestem przyprawiony.
Yes, I've been having to be my own coffee fairy. Anyway, Bohemian's here for Dennis to the northwest and to the southeast in the red as the Japanese. It will be Z40. Care of him? I do my best.
Przyprawiona.
But, you know, I visit every day. My mom visits every day. Bacteria to hide?
Bóg. Jestem przyprawiona.
Yeah, I mean, he's been, you know, having tests done on him constantly. And the thing is, he has, like, a lot of different issues, right? So he's got... First, there was the infection in his foot that led to the blood infection, so he had to have the 2 toes amputated. Then the infection basically spread to his other foot, and he had to have a big chunk of it taken out of, and that's taking even longer to heal. Then he had a lot of muscle atrophy on his back, which was possibly just due all the time he was spending at the hospital.
Zdasz Bóg.
And he wasn't in great shape to begin with and wasn't doing a good job taking care of himself, which, of course, my mom and I were telling him for over a year that, hey, you need to take better care of yourself, but, you know, that's neither here or there.
Co żadasz?
But then he's got, like, a ton of inflammation in his hand and in his knees. Yeah, he's got diabetes.
Co żadasz?
I mean, all of this is, like, you know, classic diabetes complications, right? So I'm sure,
Ano.
you know, there are several of you who have plenty of experience. Are you happy, Messenger? Are you happy that you're seeing this base? Do you feel satisfied? Do you feel satisfied knowing that Red's going to go for a drush? Ornlu AoE, the passive-aggressive streamer.
Co żadasz? Jestem przyprawiona. Ano.
Jestem przyprawiony.
Co żadasz?
Fast enough? Yeah.
Zdasz przyprawiona. Co żadasz? Ano. Jestem
I
przyprawiona.
mean, it's obviously been tough on all of this, but obviously, like, I am not the only one going through this sort of thing. Celebrate New Year's Eve. So, my mom, I think, has already gone to visit my dad. Like, thank goodness my mom could get off work, because that's no guarantee in America.
Zdasz Bóg.
So my mom's already been to visit my dad, or is there now. I'm gonna go later.
Żadasz?
And then when... I think before I go to visit my dad, we're gonna go grocery shopping.
Ano.
And, like, how our family celebrates New Year's is we do fondue. So I'll do fondue with my mom. Normally we do, like, a dessert as well, but
Jestem przyprawiona.
we haven't really had the energy to that, so I made homemade Christmas cookies. So we'll probably have more of those. I'll probably make some more, actually. I have my friends over for games and drinks tomorrow.
Ano. Zdasz Bóg. Ano. Jestem przyprawiona.
But yeah, just something low-key. Watch the Stranger Things finale.
Ano.
Co żadasz?
Like Dr. House? I don't know, honestly. I really don't know. The toes he lost were his big toe on his right foot and the toe next to it. His index toe. That's definitely how it's called.
Jsem připraven.
Um, so those, like, you need to walk with. Like, those are not ancillary toes you use. Oh, the big toe especially. So yeah, he's just gonna need to sort of relearn how to walk.
Zdař
Yeah,
Bůh.
exactly.
Ano,
Anyway, Dennis just chilling here with some archers.
co žádáš?
Men at Arm Rush not really doing anything at the moment.
Zdař
Prosthetic?
Bůh.
It is, I guess. I never really thought about it, and it's never been discussed, so I guess it's...
Co žádáš?
Like, we're generally very satisfied with the care that he's been getting.
Ano,
But I imagine if that was necessary, they would have brought it up. By health insurance? I mean, yeah, there's... Like, literally, we would probably go bankrupt with, like, 2 days in the hospital if it wasn't for insurance. But that's, like, the thing with,
Jsem připraven.
this facility he's at right now, like, this rehab facility, is, like, he's there as long as insurance lets him be there.
Žádáš.
So we're kind of hoping that he can get another day or so.
co žádáš?
Because, again, he just needs more physical therapy and, occupation. What's OT short for? Is it occupational therapy? Health insurance? Oh, yeah, I mean, it's awful. Like,
Ano,
we already hit our, what, $3,000 premium or whatever? $3,000 premium, so at least most of the rest of it's covered at that point. Yeah, it's awful, like, straight awful.
zdař Bůh.
Yeah, it's
Ano,
very, very expensive. It's definitely been a big strain financially. Thankfully, my dad's been able to take out some of his retirement money.
ano,
But yeah, like, both my parents have had to dip into their retirement funds for all this and other stuff, just like cost of living and all that. And we can see here that the men-at-arms are still scary units, even if Dennis is opening straight archers, just because they still have that building punching power. So it's actually, they're still nice to have, even if they don't get the initial villager kills. And I think that's definitely, it's not necessarily an adaptation that we've seen in the more recent KOTD-esque meta,
Co žádáš.
but it is, I think, an interesting note that, especially with the addition of Arson, like, Civs with good men-at-arms can still use the units as just, like, mini siege weapons to try and apply more feudal age pressure. It is something I've noticed recently. And then you have the skirmishers behind it, and it's becoming much more effective than it used to.
Co žádáš.
But thanks, Tanduri. But yeah, that's why it's I haven't been streaming much and didn't even stream that much at the end of KOTD, is obviously, like, I've just been busy.
zdař Bůh.
Prices still be high.
Co žádáš.
Well, I mean, the issue is that
Zdař Bůh.
it feels like prices are just completely outrageous because it's like insurance can be charged absurd amounts.
Ano,
So, like, but if it isn't covered by insurance, then the price is still just, again, insanely high.
Ano.
And insurance is extremely picky about what they actually cover. And insurance will just like to charge you for stuff anyway. Like, you guys have no idea how many bills we've gotten, medical bills, that insurance has just, like, said, oh, we're not going to cover it. And then you have to, like, argue for, like, hours and hours to say, hey, you're actually supposed to cover this. And, like, okay, fine, we'll cover it.
co žádáš?
But, like, it's so much, like, stress. Like, I just had to do that recently with a $1,000 hospital bill I had for, like, a 20-minute hospital visit. Is not necessary? Exactly.
Zdař Jsem připraven.
Yeah,
Co
it's-
žádáš? Ano,
It's very annoying,
Ano. Co žádáš?
but, you know, call me a flowery liberal.
Ano.
That
Jsem připraven.
necessary health services should be determined by doctors and not insurance agents.
Co žádáš? Ano.
Co žádáš?
But prices? Yeah, it's wild.
Jsem připraven.
Help me, Luigi. I know. I'm to Europe. I've been to Europe many times.
Ano, jsem
Jsem
připraven.
připraven. Ano.
And I'd be perfectly happy living in, you know, a bunch of different countries, either Europe or East Asia, depending on where I work. But,
Co žádáš?
and I'm sure many of you feel this wherever you're from, that's like, your country that you're from is still your home. It's where your family and, you know, the people you knew growing up are all at. So it's like, I wouldn't want to live away from America,
Žádáš? Ano.
Ano.
you know, forever. But there's a job I'm pursuing right now that I actually have some hopes for, where it's like, it's a remote job, but with a fair amount of travel, and that sounds perfect for me, because I do love traveling, and I love being in different places. Yes, Ellie wants me to move to Switzerland, that's true. Ellie wants me to move to Switzerland, and Debbie wants me to move to Germany.
Ano. Co žádáš?
Jsem připravena.
With all those farms, man.
Ano.
Ano.
Oh, Z40 forgot double bit axe, that's not great. In Indiana? I'm from Illinois. Don't lump me in with that state. Would not recommend Switzerland. I loved Switzerland. Obviously, the thing with Switzerland is you need to be making a Swiss salary to afford it.
Zdař Bůh. Co žádáš?
Like, my understanding is that if you do make Swiss money, then it's, like, reasonably affordable.
Ano. Co přikazuješ?
The Gary Bears, yeah. We have one good season and the owners hold us hostage. The least nice you've come across in Europe? I don't know. Again, like, personally, I've had no major, oh, this type of person from this country isn't friendly, or people from this country are friendly. Like, I've met rude and nice people everywhere.
Co přikazuješ? Ano.
Like, I've never had, like, a consistent experience of temperament. Except here in the Midwest, because Midwestern Americans are friendly.
Ano.
And there is very much a difference with, like, people just sort of being more warm and chill in the Midwest than on the East Coast. Fence from Blue? Well, okay, so here, AoE question, you actually get an AoE answer, believe it or not. I do know how to analyze AoE, believe it or not. So here, this is annoying, right? You have all of these skirmishers in front of your base. It's denying a lot of farms. But what you can see Dennis is doing, which is absolutely correct, just drop the Siege Workshop, Mangonel will shoo away those units, and the archers, they really... There's very little utility to having them at home. They can't fight the skirmishers. Maybe you can shoo away the skirmishers a little bit, but generally speaking, Z40 is going to be happy to take those sorts of fights. So you are far, far better off just building the Siege Workshop and defending with a Mangonel, and then going for the counterattack with your archers. No idea. I guess the skirmisher was just going to the other group of skirmishers that actually is going to find those crossbowmen, which is quite nice for Z40.
Vašim službám.
The drop bears? Drop bears are terrifying. Turkman has told me many horror stories of fatal drop bear attacks. See how friendly you are? I mean, Chicago home prices are not cheap at all.
Co žádáš?
Vašim službám. Ano.
I mean, Chicago, like, rent, just like looking at a like place to rent prices in Chicago are probably a little lower than the DC area, but not by much. Chicago is, I think, by far the most expensive city in America that isn't on a coast, which makes sense because it's the largest city that isn't on a coast.
Co přikazuješ?
Yeah, Cleveland is going to be much more affordable. As big a problem in homelessness is a very big problem in Chicago, unfortunately. A lot of homeless people on the streets, which is really, really heartbreaking. Even Cleveland is expensive. I mean, if I want to find like a studio apartment just like on the north side, it's probably at least 15 to 1,500 on the like the very cheap end, and probably 2K, 2K1 on the more pricey end. They set the river on fire? I mean, Cleveland is not by accident known as the mistake on the lake. Yeah, homelessness is a very real problem that would only be solved by... Well, like, you need short and long-term solutions, right? Short-term solutions, like, you need to have safe places for people to stay. Long-term solution is more housing that is affordable. But the problem, of course, with the real estate market, and I'm pretty sure this is everywhere, right, is that you have people who are owning housing as an investment property and not as, like, where you are, not where you're actually living. And then on top of that, you have, at least in America, you have a lot of issues where you have low-density housing because a lot of, like, the older places are larger and much less space efficient, and they want to not build more housing to keep property values high. But again, I'm pretty sure that's an issue, like, everywhere. Anyway, castle incoming. First, you have the cav archers running around for Japanese. Now, Dennis does have a very solid eco here. But it's still going to be a tricky defense. Might have to use some monks. But for the investment, yeah, for sure. Oh, hey, looks like I missed a mangonel hit. I'm pretty good at that. Actually, I don't even know another AoE caster that's as good as I am at missing decisive mangonel hits or demolition ship hits. Non-profit fix the homeless crisis and pay them a lot of money, because who's going to be paying them a lot of money?
Jsem připraven.
He's basically housed? Yeah. Again, I'm pretty sure this is the case in, like, literally everywhere in the developed world. And also in a lot of places in the developing world. I mean, it's a similar issue where people are in general moving towards cities. And what doesn't matter? Exactly. See, why don't you say hi? This is why you're an Ornlu stream veteran. Have a housing shortage? People from China would know much better than I would, but I'm pretty sure in the big cities it is very much a problem.
Vašim službám. Ano. Co přikazuješ?
But in general, like, China has such a funky population pyramid, and obviously, like, there are going to be way fewer people in China in 40 to 50 years than there are now. So it's again really weird. Pricing becomes much more affordable and attract even more people. Yeah, I mean, it's tricky, right? Finance assistance programs help those largely without jobs. Well, that sounds like exactly what the point of those programs would be. Anyway, Dennis is up to Imperial Edge. Now, it is a little bit weird talking about late game because it's an open map, right? Because normally we would say Bohemians are just like the best late game civ.
I know.
But it's an open map, and so mobility is never a strength of Bohemian. So that's certainly where Japanese can thrive, especially with cav archers. I don't think that's problems. I'm sorry, Robsy. I do what I can. Wants to live there? Well, that seems like a problem of the developers not building affordable housing. Like, that just sounds like bad planning. I mean, that's where, you know, good old supply and demand does come from, right? It's like, if you're building only high cost or expensive housing, whether that be houses or apartments or whatever, and there aren't enough people who are willing to pay that money, anyway, yeah, Insa Hofpizza always is pretty feels good, man. Is the housing crisis or immigration? So, immigration is a huge issue, like, perceived issue. In terms of, like, actually damaging people's daily life, high cost of living and housing are by far the biggest issues. But, you know, it's really easy to paint immigrants as a scapegoat to, you know, everybody's problems, as is, like, literally been the case everywhere throughout human history. Anyway, we got the nice hoops out. Oh, the houses? Yep. Yep. Oh, Castle there goes down. Pikeman coming in. And you can feel like Dennis is assembling all the pieces of Exodia. To launder money, yeah. A lot of cities have that issue. Just like housing as an investment, whether that be legal or illegal, both. I know they have a big issue with that in California. Remember, guys, why monks are much more of a lukewarm answer to Hofnitsa is that, unlike bombard cannons, Hofnitsa's one-shot monks, unless they're Aztec monks. So that makes monks a far less efficient counter. Also, with siege engineers, you get 13 range, so you do outrange the block printing monks. Devotion? Does he have devotion? Wait a minute. Why can't I check? I have to enable the scoreboard for that? Oh, that's weird. No devotion. Yeah, that's actually insanely lucky. It's just 50-year mortgages. Sounds perfect. Oh yeah, I was in a clown game yesterday. The monks looked really weird chasing. Something really weird was going on. Castle coming in over here. Also, guys, don't you love Bohemian late game? Isn't it like a barrel of fun?
Ano, co přikazuješ? Ano.
I mean, not to spoil State of the Civs tomorrow, but Bohemians are literally going to the top of the complete tier. They're just too perfect.
Co přikazuješ?
Literally no issues with this Civ whatsoever. Also, why is there a monkey here? What? Also, that's a chimp! That is clearly not a monkey. Monkeys are smaller and have a tail. Chimps are much closer looking to humans. Feels unique, strong. You know what? That sounds like all of the things I say all the time.
Co přikazuješ?
That checks out.
Službám.
Desperately need a buff. Especially the Hofnitze. I feel like the Hofnitze needs a larger blast radius. Control your units, walk in front of the enemy. Oh, like they don't aggro when you patrol?
Co přikazuješ?
That's weird.
Ano.
We're already at 44 kills and counting. Guys, over a third of Dennis's kills have been with these Hofnitze. Against, yeah.
Co přikazuješ?
Oh, God!
Ano. Vašim službám.
Guys, he doesn't even have Wagenborg Tactics in yet. Yeah, it was right there. Right? Weren't the monks like way too slow in chasing?
Vašim službám.
You guys saw that, right? That was really weird.
Co přikazuješ?
Technically, Resources Destroyed are still in favor of Z40 somehow. Okay, guys, so Dennis got 129 kills that game. 61 of them, almost half of all kills in this game for Dennis, were just from the Hofnitze.
Službám.
16 kills, 8 kills, 19 kills, and 2 kills. What new civs do you like? Oh, you mean from like a design perspective? I think most of them have some issues, but it just takes some time to get them feeling like AoE civs for the most part. And you like the Cao Cao campaign? That is a very hot take. I thought it was not that great. But yes, I am looking forward to the new DLC. Yes, I like Jurchens a lot. I think Armenians have some issues, but in general, I like them. Even Georgians, I don't mind as a concept. I just think that's their implementation isn't that great. The newest Civ that you feel is complete? Probably the Way. OP? I don't know about OP. Well, quality of game seems to have dropped significantly. Mule carts, I think, are like of all the things to hate about the new Civs. I feel like mule carts are so innocuous. More snowbally? Yeah, I mean, there are just some design things that I don't like. I just don't like auras in general. You think you're having a good time watching my stream? Well, so long as you think so. I mean, you never want to think too much one way or the other. The Celts, Italians, and Vikings? I hope not. They don't really need to be reworked. The Glade game? What Glade game? A 1900 player? Hello, Obsidian Arrows. Knight reskins? Well, I mean, I like the idea of that units, generally speaking, look the same. All right. We'll play a game. We'll play at least a game. Because none of the, Whoa, that was fast. Holy cow. Oh, someone wanted Glade. I guess we're getting Glade. All right. First person to suggest a Civ, and I'll prefer it. Lith? Okay. Favoriting Mongols. Oh boy. I'm like 1800 right now. It's not that great. I lost a lot of elo to decay from not playing that much recently. Oh, it's a mouflon.
Sveiki.
Oh, let's do that. He is Mongol, so I want to keep my my goatees. What the heck? Why are you going over that way? How do you not reach?
Aš pasiruošęs.
No.
Klausau. Ką įsakysi?
Yeah, aren't there more than two goat cheap mouflon on this map?
Aš pasiruošęs. Eime medžiotojai.
Supratau, klausau. Tuojaus. Ką įsakysi? Eime medžiotojai. Klausau. Aš supratau. Ką įsakysi? Klausau. Supratau, klausau. Ką įsakysi? Eime medžiotojai. Tuojaus. Aš supratau.
Eime medžiotojai.
Klausau.
Klausau.
Aš supratau.
Eime medžiotojai.
Elephant archers? Elephant archers do something fundamentally different, though, right?
Sveiki, eimi statytum. Ką įsikeini? Eimi medžiatum. Klausau.
Bosol.
Supratau. Aš pasiklausau. Eimi. Tuojaus. Eimi medžiatum. Klausau. Ką įsikeini? Sveiki. Eimi statyti. Eimi dirbtų. Aš pasiruošęs. Eimi medžiatum. Klausau. Eimi statyti. Sveiki. Supratau. Eimi medžiatum. Aš pasiruošęs. Ką įsikeini? Klausau.
All right. We'll do 18 pop with Loom. But it's very friendly of them.
Aš pasiruošęs.
Okay, that's a very early barracks, so I'm thinking men at arms.
Ką įsakysi?
Eimi dirbtų. Klausau. Tuojaus.
Sveiki, aš pasiruošęs. Sveiki, supratau. Klausau. Sveiki, klausau. Aš pasiruošęs.
Aš pasiruošęs.
Tuojaus. Klausau.
Eimi dirbtų.
Ką įsakysi? Supratau. Eimi statytum. Klausau.
Eimi
Aš pasiruošęs.
dirbtų.
Eimi statytum.
Klausau.
Yep, men at arms.
Sveiki. Ką įsiklausau? Eimi statytum. Aš pasiruošęs. Statytum. Ką įsakysi? Sveiki.
Klausau.
But for now.
Klausau. Eimi statytum. Aš pasiruošęs.
I kind of realized I have my houses a bit further back because I didn't realize my gold was so forward. That's definitely a mistake from me.
Ką įsakysi?
Ką įsakysi?
Eimi.
Any more wood?
Sveiki. Ką įsakysi? Klausau. Klausau. Supratau. Eimi statytum.
Sveiki. Ką
Eimi
įsakysi?
dirbtų.
Aš tuojaus. Eimi kirstų.
Get you.
Klausau. Eimi tuojaus. Eimi kirstų. Ką įsakysi? Eimi kirstų.
Sveiki. Klausau. Eimi statytum. Aš pasiruošęs. Sveiki. Kastum.
Come on.
Klausau. Eimi statytum.
Klausau. Eimi statytų.
Got him.
Sveiki.
Tavo valia.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
Eimi statytum. Eimi statytum.
Come on, come on, come on.
Klausau. Eimi statytum.
Whew.
Aš pasiruošusi. Ką įsakysi? Aš pasiruošusi.
Sveiki.
Sveiki. Supratau. Eimi statytų.
Ką įsakysi?
Klausau. Eimi kastum. Aš pasiruošęs.
Eimi kastų.
Klausau. Pirmyną. Tavo valia.
Klausau.
Klausau.
Eimi. Eimi statytų.
Ką įsakysi?
Aš pasiruošęs. Sveiki. Klausau.
Klausau.
Ką
Supratau.
Eimi statytų.
įsakysi? Aš pasiruošusi. Sveiki. Eimi statytų. Klausau.
Supratau.
Eimi kirstum.
Ah, damn.
Klausau.
Tavo valia.
Sveiki. Tuo eimi kastų.
Ką įsakysi? Eimi. Supratau. Ką įsakysi?
Klausau.
Eimi. Supratau. Ką sakysi? Eimi statytų.
Ką eini dirbti? Aš pasiruošusi. Klausau.
Tavo valioje. Klausau, viešpatie. Klausau. Eimi, supratau, viešpatie.
Right. Just gotta keep this going.
Aš pasiruošusi. Eini statytų.
Sveiki.
Sveiki. Eini statytų.
Whoa, lag spike.
Ką eini dirbti?
Aš pasiruošęs. Eimi statytų.
Tavo valioje. Eimi.
Sveiki.
Tuojaus.
Eimi kas?
Tavo valioje.
Ką sakysi?
Alright.
Klausau,
Eimi.
viešpatie.
Klausau. Eimi statytų. Aš pasiruošęs. Klausau.
Well, now I just think we rush up to Castle Age.
Ką sakysi? Supratau.
Ką sakysi? Eimi statytų.
Aš pasiruošusi. Klausau. Sveiki. Eini statytų. Eini statytų. Ką eini statytų.
Sveiki. Eimi kas? Aš pasiruošęs. Eimi statytų. Klausau. Tuojaus. Eimi
Right.
statytų.
Not really a whole lot to do at the moment.
Aš pasiruošusi. Eini kastų.
Aš klausau. Eimi kas?
Klausau. Ką eini kastų.
Oh yeah, I mean, walling people in is like, standard as standard can be standard. Okay, one more Ville and we'll click up.
Ką sakysi?
Oh, we built another tower. That's kind of surprising. Oh my god.
Eimi dirbtų.
There we go.
Aš pasiruošusi.
Will I be clowning? Yeah.
Ką sakysi? Klausau. Sveiki. Eini kirstų. Eini statytų.
Castle drop, bunks. Elo at like 1800 at the moment. We have not been playing much recently.
Aš pasiruošusi. Sveiki.
Oh, I do need a blacksmith.
Eini statytų.
Sveiki. Ką sakysi? Eimi statytų.
Ką eini
Aš eimi kas?
With a trebless emphasis on, clearly they wanted to spice things up. They wanted to channel their inner Spice Girl.
Klausau. Eini kirstų.
I need fletching so I can just better range this anyway.
Aš
Eini kas?
pasiruošusi. Ką sakysi?
Ką sakysi?
Eini kastų. Eini statytų.
And of course, we will be going in behind this.
Eini statytų. Aš eini kastų. Kai sakysi, eimi statytum.
Yep, there's the castle.
Klausime, eimi kastum. Sveiki, eimi kastum.
Elaborate layer of stone walls. You never escape, man.
Klausime, eimi kastum.
Sveiki. Eimi kastum. Eimi statytum.
Alright.
Aš pasiruošusi.
My guess is at the very least he's not clicking up to imp until that castle is done.
Eimi dirbtum.
Kai
So
sakysi,
hopefully
Eimi kirstum.
we are going to be fastered up to imp. Hopefully.
Klausau. Supratau. Eimi statytum. Eimi kastum.
And, well, it is relevant to the Treb War, especially since he is going to have the high ground. You know, something, Anakin.
Klausau.
Whoa, another lag spike.
Kai sakysi, eimi statytum.
Yeah, he already has Bodkin. Now, he doesn't have anything garrisoned inside the castle. No, I don't think he's opened Mangadai, which I think is smart. Mangadai don't really do a whole lot for him. I never got Bowsaw. That was a mistake. Alright. Block printing. Theocracy. Let's get wheelbarrow, because why not?
Aš pasiruošęs.
Is he repairing?
Aš pasiruošusi. Klausau, eimi kirstum.
Okay, he's starting to do some repairs now.
Aš pasiruošusi statytum. Sveiki, eimi statytum.
I mean, this is obviously a pretty darn nice advantage here in the Treb War.
Kai Kaise, keisi.
Eimi,
Klausau. Stygiuosi suvesti. Klausau. Eimi suvesti. Duodi Dieve.
klausau.
Aš
Ką
pasiruošusi.
sakysi? Klausau. Eimi statytų.
Tavo valia.
Yep, Megadai.
Eimi. Klausau. Stygiuosi. Duodi Dieve suvesti. Tavo valia. Stygiuosi. Klausau. Eimi. Duodi Dieve suvesti. Klausau. Ką sakysi? Tavo valia.
All right.
Duodi Dieve. Tavo valia. Suvesti.
Supratau. Eimi
Go ahead and get
statytų.
you. Got him. All right. I felt like we reacted to that about as well as we could ask for. So bad it's fun. I know. I actually like it. Not the worst map ever at all. Yeah, we pushed out like just as we ran out of res. Wait, why did my... Oh, there it is. It like was delayed for a second. Yeah, he actually collected more food than me. But yeah, I mean, look at that imp difference. Maybe just over-invested into Castle Age slightly. Leave all people in, yeah, basically. Yeah, Bodkin was definitely a mistake. And it's like he's in the situation where it's like, this isn't where Mongols really thrive. Which is why I think the force-picking Mongols isn't actually the smartest move. Because as Lithuania, it's like, again, I just pick Lithuanians because you guys said so in chat. Like, I can go to the feudal age at the same time as Mongols. Just defend. Like, obviously I saw the Men-at-Arms coming. And then Lithuanians are a far better 1TC imp civ than the Mongols are. Monks just work so much better in that situation. Georgians or Japanese? Yeah, they're both good. You know, but you can't go light cav and fast imp. And you kind of need both. Now, the 10,000 IQ play is that I couldn't scout him, right? Because I'm stuck in my base. I'm literally walled in. So if you, like, stayed extended Castle Age and went on a bunch of TCs, then you could probably go light cav and still do a ton of damage and, like, catch me off guard, and that would probably be a good way to win the game. But trying to compete in, like, the Treb War is not going to be a winning prospect. Due to farms? Well, that's not really an issue. You can just go ahead and, he had the full map control. So, yeah. Just mosey on out and around. But you can't do all of those things at once. But he didn't see the monks, right? Because I kept the monks back. Here, I'll show you guys. Then I'm going to head off for the day. Because I still need to finish State of the Civs. It's weird, though. I actually do like Glade. I think it's interesting. Pressure work. I think a lot of people really get flustered at the walling in and the forward castle stuff. But I think this is honestly a pretty good educational game because there wasn't anything mechanically I did I think that was especially impressive. Like, I only won that game because I knew what was going on in the correct play. That makes sense. Irina? Yeah, you'll see. How to activate neurons? Exactly. I mean, obviously, this is just early game stuff. Now, when you see you're against, that's all he does, is what, just men-at-arms? But, I mean, yeah, as soon as you lure in the mouflon, it's just, okay. See what he's up to. I saw that he wasn't trying to lame me, so I could safely make sure my Vil was safe. Just hang around, see out a little bit. Oh, there's extra. Wait, I couldn't lure those. Why does he have extra gazelles and I don't? I guess mine were over here. Okay, that's something I didn't consider. Anyway, we both go 18 pop with Loom. He's obviously going to be ahead in resources because Mongols. But yeah, I mean, at this point, it's just making sure... Also, I get Loom again, just to make sure I can get this wall down safely. Don't want to skip Loom on this map, in my opinion. But yeah, I mean, I see the barracks, so it's like, okay, well, he's going into men-at-arms, and it will almost certainly involve walling in and towers. So, just make sure you're defended. Or fast stuff? I don't know how you could just play AoE and do the same thing every time, and... I mean, like, obviously people enjoy AoE the way they want to enjoy it. It's what makes this game so great, but, like, I couldn't imagine just doing the same thing every single time. Even though I am accused of being exclusively a boomer. But yeah, obviously, a lot of that resource advantage that he currently has is mitigated by the fact that the men-at-arms aren't doing a whole heck of a lot. This was a nice move here that I completely screw up by throwing away the men-at-arms. I almost screw up here. If I let those men-at-arms in, that would have been a disaster. Anyway, again, just keeping my scout active, seeing when the tower comes forward so I can go with my own counter tower. Oh, he also skipped eco upgrades. I mean, I guess this is, you know, very hard on his eco. I thought he'd still have them, though, because of the forward hunt. Yeah, that was a screw-up on my part. Obviously, just, Fire. Oh, I actually kind of screwed this up. I only need 4 Vils. I could have sent one of the Vils back. I mean, an extra Vil working is an extra Vil working. But I mean, mechanically, still, I have 0 seconds idle time. You know, I'm doing all the basic things right. My eco's fairly efficient. But yeah, then he's going for the wall, which is expensive, right? You know he invested into the tower, and going for all of these stone walls, like, this is just a lot of Vil time. And it basically makes up for the fact that I have villagers sitting in the tower because I need to make sure I win the tower war because I can't lose the front of my base because this is where my gold is. So I know that, like, he's just spending a ton of time and resources on this. So I'm actually already feeling pretty good about this. And now, of course, it's just a matter of getting up to the Castle Age. Which I figure our Castle Age times, if things are going, you know, reasonably well for me, should be fairly even still. And again, I have no way of knowing he doesn't have eco upgrades, but I do. Because I still have a little bit of that boomer in me. Hello, Mangadai Enjoyer. Just gonna finish up the stream here looking at this game. But yeah, when I saw this tower, I'm like, okay, man, he is investing a lot into stone being mined, right? Because this tower only happens if there's a bunch of stone being mined as well. So, I mean, he still ends up getting a very quick castle age time, relatively speaking, thanks to all of this extra hunt on the map. So, like, that's good on him. But I'm still feeling pretty good because this is a lot of resources being invested. You can see I'm actually ahead, though, in overall resources. Eco-efficiency matters. Just look at any given Hera game. Anyway, obviously, you guys knew my game plan. Castle drop, imp. Make sure you're nice and safe. And then push out as you run out of resources. And that's, of course, exactly what I do. Yeah, you can see just now he's getting double bit axe. I even screwed by missing Bowsaw until Imperial Age. That was definitely a mistake on my part. But yeah, Bodkin wasted resources for him. I'm already balancing my resources at the market. And just doing that faster obviously means mine's a bit more efficient. And I see he's building the castle, so I'm like, okay, he is also going 1 TC. This castle is like the giant, I am also going 1 TC and want to get to Imperial Age. Huge red flag. Yeah, the archers really don't do a whole lot of anything. Again, it's all... These are all, you know, small reasons that I won this game. It's just decision-making. Anyway, I will idle my TC a little bit to get up to Imperial Age, but it's really not too big of a deal. I got my triple monasteries going. Now, I don't invest into Redemption because I feel like if he was making siege weapons, I would have seen them by now. Yeah, no, I absolutely should have gotten Bowsaw like a minute and a half ago. That's 1,000% just a mistake on my part. But yeah, I mean, at this point, I'm just so much faster. I've got 1,100 more resources. And of course, that's leading to Imperial Age, and of course, it's just a matter of knowing what you need to do, right? Preb, block printing for the monks. Mining out the rest of your resources as needed. And then making sure you can push out at the correct moment. Didn't see this gold over here. But basically, my plan, if I didn't win it immediately, was basically get the castle up over here so I can take this gold. And then you can keep up the monk push from there, because I had enough stone for that second castle. Again, my thought is either it's a full-blown Treb war and I need that stone to repair the castle, or if I win the Treb war, I can build the castle forward. So there's a planned use for that stone. And now I think he's just lost. He's trying to go Mangudai because he wants to go Mangudai, but you can't go Mangudai plus the Treb War. That's the classic Mongols conundrum, so like he's trying to go for elite skirmishers, and I guess they're just a cheap unit. No, he had a monastery back over here that he actually was using for relics. Also, I'm against Mongols, so I know he's not going mass monks. Yeah, now he's getting braced. Again, you just don't have the eco for this. Not to do it effectively anyway. Obviously, we bring the whole village over. He has absolutely no chance there. It's not like I needed insane monk micro for any of this. And of course, he's this is just a matter of, oh, I guess he's building a TC. Let's go ahead and stop that. And I was just going to go nuke his TC because I'd already won the game at that point. So, I think that should be a good instructive game for you guys. Again, it's not like my resources were really all that much better, but it's a matter of how I use them and where. 28 APM! Almost a third of the APM. There you guys go. Anyway, guys, that is going to be it for me today. Not really a whole lot I feel like casting at this point, and gotta finish up State of the Civs. Gotta enjoy my New Year's. But thank you so much for watching. It felt good just to do a little bit of the streamerino before the new year. But Happy New Year's, everybody. I think January 2nd is when TTL starts or something like that. No, I need to go. And the Stoozy bro, thank you so much for the 33 months. Appreciate it. I'll see you guys in
Happy New Year.
the new year. Red Bull. My bad. Well, I'll cast. I'll be back January 2nd.